Balseph, what was he? It was, whatever, I don't know how to pronounce his name.
Lord of Wolsey.
Yes, that. The wild beast. He is a huge brute, relying on his physical prowess to destroy his opponents. We really don't know all that much about him, but it really doesn't matter all that much. In fact, I think it gives us more about him rather than harm his characterization and what he is supposed to represent. From the intro video, they tell us that he is the oppressor that we should blame for the state of Orpheus Calaglia. They made sure that there were no redeeming qualities about him because they want you to hate him and feel satisfaction in beating him or at least, maybe killing him. Though they could have leaned a little bit into hating him more, as he is more than just a boss I have to beat. The counter-argument would be that Iron Mask really doesn't know all that much about Balseph except for him being the reason he is a slave. And, well, all day being slaves living in horrendous living conditions. This is reason enough for Iron Mask to go along with the Crimson Crows and kill Balseph with the Gates of Fire along with him. Balseph's interaction with one of the other lords gave us a little insight into both their characters. This scene also hints towards the crown contest, which the player finds out later on, so no need to talk about it more here. The thing with this scene is that they keep it simple because a scene of the character is all they really wanted, because Alphen's wants are simple and require a little justification to take him down, which is why we don't really get all that much from him. The triumph basically comes from becoming a free man instead of killing Balseph, at least in the perspective of Alphen, Iron Mask. And Balseph is the main obstacle between him being a slave and then becoming a free man. So in a storytelling sense, it is not that bad, especially since I consider killing Balseph and destroying the Gates of Fire to be the inciting incident, or in layman's term, the point of no return to the status quo. You can argue that it is sooner, but this point fits better because technically he could have gone back to being a slave in Moscow at any point prior to this. Or dead, I guess. Then we have the actual boss fight with him, and I find the fight rather good. While you can beat him with perfect dodge into counter assault, his attacks are slow but powerful, where you can practice timing your dodge for a counterattack so that you don't faint or nearly die from his attack. Also, the attack patterns, they try to get the players to learn to adapt how they approach the fight. If you are bad at perfect dodges, then you can attack a few times, then back off before he attacks, then re-engage and attack after and cycle through. So there's also blind spots with some of his attacks. There's that you can also try to abuse. And so what I'm trying to say here is that the boss teaches the players to be able to know when to strike and when to fall back, as well as maybe exploit the enemy weaknesses in terms of blind spots. I don't really know what else to add to this. Well, I'm gonna add this. Fire works really well in this context because fire can symbolize power, but also can symbolize destruction. And how the realm looks. This is Balseph. However, fire can also represent a catalyst for change and as well as desires. This is Alphen. This is why I like the way they handled the first boss of the game. And if you are, interested in the game, I do have a new commentary playthrough of the game that I am working on. Only a few episodes, but surely you can find something engaging in there, maybe. If you're interested, the information's down in the description below. And with that, goodbye.